welcome back to the realm of the mindful madman. I'm really struggling right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I am really struggling right now. I feel like this entire week, and in case I don't put this video out soon enough when I am speaking right now, because I have so many drafts of things that I've spoken on. I just haven't put them into video format yet. But this is the week of November 3rd, Sunday, November 3rd, and with me recording this. And this past week has been a struggle. Like, I feel like I'm in this loop, and within the loop I just keep getting sucked deeper and deeper into whatever craziness abyss is there. Had a lot of lustful thought. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be vulnerable. I think there's a lot of power in vulnerability, because there's someone out there that probably is also struggling with the same thing. I've had a lot of lustful thoughts this week, just honestly over the past couple weeks and month. But like, this week has been like really, really hard. I haven't been getting enough sleep, and it's not like I don't know what to do or the things to do to get to that point. I just been like bombarded with just demonic and just negativity. And I know the reason why is because I slacked on reading my Bible, I slacked on praying, and just haven't been doing the things that I know I need to do, right? And this is me being vulnerable even during winter arc. Like, I know a lot of my videos are here to encourage people, but this is real. This is real spiritual warfare. There are times where you really feel low, even when you know what you need to be doing, even when you know you're supposed to be on that path. But this week has been rough. It has been very, very rough for me. And that's also why I think going forward, I'm just going to just record. I'm not going to worry about setting up the camera to match the perfect lighting on my face and anything like that. I'm not doing all that. I'm just going to talk, record, and then obviously, it's the Mindful Madman, so I can't help but put my own cinematic spin to it. But in terms of recording myself, I think for now that's not going to happen. Because a lot of times when I have thoughts or ideas or things that I want to do, and then I have to set up my camera, and that's a whole 30 minutes, and then just like X, Y, and Z, all these other things are compiling into it. And sometimes I just want to talk and get my message out there as soon as I think it, because if I wait too long, I'll forget. So I think going forward, just FYI, these videos, I'm still going to make them somewhat engaging, but in terms of you seeing my face all the time, that's just not going to happen. And honestly, in general, I think I had mentioned this on TikTok. I don't really enjoy, per se, recording myself. It's not really anything that has to do with insecurity. I just don't like it. I don't like being on the internet. I don't like my face being plastered on platforms for the whole world to see all the time. And because obviously on my channel I have videos where I've posted myself and recorded myself, but that's just not me. Like, I'm a very, very low-key type of person. Anyone that knows me very closely, they know that I don't like to be the center of attention for anything. Like, even like birthdays, when people gather around, they say happy birthday to you, like, that's like this, like, I find that so unnecessary for myself. Now, I would do that for someone else, but I'm a very low-key, very low-maintenance type of person. I don't need a lot to I don't need a lot to be, I don't want to say excited, but interested in something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give me my passions, give me my camera, and I'll have at it. I don't need a whole bunch of things to feel a certain level of peace or a certain level of excitement or enjoyment. And because of that, that's also playing a role as to why I want to try building my channel without having to always sit in front of the camera and talk, right? I know people think that, or they may believe, because pretty much 95 to 98% of YouTubers show their face, so you feel like you have to, but you really don't if you don't want to. You can definitely build an entire channel and get a close-knit community of people without having to show your face. And the thing about that, I know this is a side note from what I started off the video with, but I don't know, it's on my spirit to talk about it. I personally would rather meet people in person, right? I've done the online thing. I want to see people in person. I wouldn't mind building a community online and then like setting up places to meet up and talk about our like interests. I find that more enjoyable than just being online and like you can see my face, you can see my entire face, you can see me talk, but then I can't see any of my subscribers, right? Like I can't even imagine. I have 20 subscribers right now. Some of the people that subscribe to my channel I actually know in real life, so that's different. But I would say at least out of those 20 subscribers, I would say at least 12 of them I do not know from Adam and Eve. And I don't know, I always found it a little weird that like you can see me but I can't see you type thing. But maybe I'm just rambling, I don't know. But going forward, I'm just letting you know now, that's going to be more of the vibe. Not saying I'm never going to show my face again, because I change my mind regarding the style of my content very frequently, because I just like to try new things. But as of right now, this is the most efficient way for me to just get my message out, to just pull out my mic, sit down and talk without having to worry about camera angles, lighting, any of that, because it just ties to perfectionism, and I have to get my message out. But really, if I was really just gonna sum this whole talk, this whole little vent sesh, get in your Bible, man. Pray to God every single day. Get serious about it, because it's the one thing that's gonna really propel you to various aspects of life. And I think there are some things that you can potentially avoid, some heartaches and problems, just by going to God first and finding a routine to pray and read your Bible and learn more about yourself and about God and about the spiritual realm, right? I personally am an advocate of learning more than just the basic things that are given. Not everyone is called to do that. So what I mean by that is that I read the Bible, right? I read the canon, so the usual 66 books, but I also go venture out and learn history and read the other books and relate that back to the Bible, like the lost books like Enoch, Jasher, Jubilees. I like those things. I like reading about that, and I need to get into it more consistently, because it just really helps me tie everything together. But that's not a requirement, but I urge you to really read your Bible. If you don't have one, buy one. You can get the Bible app. They have so many different versions. But it's just like this world just seems to be getting more and more wicked. And as we come up on Tuesday, it's going to be election day. And that's going to bring its own levels of demon and energy harvesting. And now more than ever, it's time and important for you to really tap in spiritually and learn to cultivate a force field of peace around you, so that demons can't even puncture or get through to harm you and do certain things. Yeah, this was just a reminder to really, really, really start praying to God more. Pray every single day. Pray multiple times a day. The way you pray doesn't have to be the old standard version. You get on your knees and you cross your hands and you put your head. It don't even have to be that. It could just be a simple convo with God. I was having that before I started this. I was just like, Yah, because I call God Yah, because that's his name, Yahuwah. I say, Yah, I'm struggling, bro. Like, I'm really, really struggling. I feel like I'm drowning sometimes, and I don't know which way to go, but I do know what I need to do, but then I don't do it, and then I'm confused of why I'm not doing it, and then I'm like, do I not love myself? But I know I love myself, but it's just like, bro, this walk is not easy at all. It's not easy. And I think that to a certain extent you have to give yourself grace, but there's also a fine line to giving yourself grace and then just not acting on the things you need to do, right? And I also think something else that I want to encourage everyone, especially believers and people that really been on this journey a little bit, is that like it's so easy to backslide based off of who you hang around and the things that you allow into your psyche, into your force field, into your mind and spirit and your heart, right? You gotta recognize that the devil in the kingdom of darkness, they play the long game. So what I mean by that is that they may not get you, they may not try to, they're gonna always try to get you, right? They're always gonna try to get you to turn from God, and they may not be able to do that right now, but they're gonna try again tomorrow and the next day, And the reason why it's important to stay prayed up, the reason why it's important to stay closer to God and keep reading your Bible and keep praying and keep asking God for more wisdom and discernment, because the kingdom of darkness does it so subtly. They'll bring people into your life who may not be on the same wavelength as you, or may not be of God at all, right? And they may not entice you or peer pressure you, but they may be like, hey, do this, do that, and you kind of moving that needle, you moving that dial over and over until you kind of fully backslid. And I feel like that was me, not necessarily with the people around me, but just things I would watch and listen to, and how I'd waste my time and I would justify it to the point where I just be backsliding, and then I have to climb my way back out of hell. Gotta climb my way back out of that deep pit, like in the dark night. That I fall down and I come back up and I fall down. And it's humbling, because it's just like you realize that you cannot do anything. You cannot do, I'm gonna be for real, you cannot do anything without God. Nothing. Anything, and what I mean by that, I'm talking about things that are edifying. Obviously you can do evil things and all that without God, but I'm like, when you really want to change your life, you really want to change the lives of other people, and not just change them, but take it to the highest level it could possibly go, you can't do it without God. You can't. If you do it by yourself, you try to do it without the Most High, you're gonna have a cap, because we're human. We're not all powerful. It's the Most High that's all powerful. And I just keep realizing that over and over and over again. Just falling down, coming back up, falling down, coming back up. And I've fell so many times on this walk. So many times. Did things I wasn't supposed to do. Or in situations where I wasn't supposed to be in. But, that's part of the journey. But the thing is, once you realize that you're down bad and you're kind of drifting away, that's when you get back on it and focus again. And it may not be the last time that you drift away, but the Most High, He's so merciful, He's so understanding, He's so compassionate, that He's gonna help you get back on that path. And if you know that you're chosen, then eventually you're gonna get it right. And I feel like I'm in that space now where I'm just I really want to take my spiritual life to the highest level it could go. But I keep falling. I keep coming short. But the thing is, though, every time I fall short, I gain more wisdom, and I realize something about myself and about my trials and about lust and about the marine kingdom and about all these things. And it just gives me more wisdom. So then I don't always get caught up in the same tricks and tactics. I kind of see them, But then sometimes it's that the trick, the tactic, but you just allow it to happen. You allow the kingdom of darkness to play their game because you want to yield to your flesh. You know what I'm saying? And lust might not be the crutch for everyone. It might be something else. It might be greed, envy. I mean, there's a sin for everything, you know what I'm saying? But for me, it's always been lust. It's ever since I was a little kid. Since I was like 9, I struggled with that. And I finally feel like I'm getting a little bit of a hold on it now. And by getting a hold on it, I mean like I'm getting closer to the Most High. Because I can't fight the marine kingdom on my own. I'll lose every single time. And the thing that I realize as well is that when it comes to lust, you aren't really supposed to fight it. The way you fight it is you run from it, right? You run to God. Because it's one of those things where it don't take really anything to entice you and reel you in. And all it says in the Bible, I don't remember what verse, but all wages of sin is death. And I kid you not, bro. Like, I'm not going to hell. I'm not freaking going to hell, bro. I'm gonna make it into that promised land one way or the other. I'm not going to the Sheol. I'm not going. I'm going to be in the promised land. We're gonna be in the new earth. But it's gonna be hard. But it's gonna be so worth it. It's gonna be so worth it. So worth it. In Matthews it says, endure unto the end and you shall be saved. It really is like that. For a lot of people, especially if you live in like a first world country, you may not be getting persecuted right now. You know, the market and all that's not here yet. They had a little test run back in 2020. But the market stuff, that's not all here yet, right? And a lot of us believers, a lot of us children of the light, we're not necessarily, I can't speak for everyone, but I would say a lot of us aren't necessarily getting persecuted like that for our faith, like some people in other countries would be. But before that comes, there's still the spiritual persecution within your own flesh, within your own self, where you struggle. And no one knows unless you say something, or unless it can like show up on your face, because a lot of times you sin so much, your face starts to change. You start to look like your sins. I think of the picture of Dorian Gray when I think of that. I gotta read that book. But it really is like that. But I think the most beautiful part about it is that there is light at the end of the tunnel. I know that's a cliche quote, but there's light at the end of the freaking tunnel. And you gotta be consistent in the things that you want to do. And I've had many, and like I'm being vulnerable, right? Like vulnerability is power. Vulnerability is how you get ahead. And there's been many times where I'm like, I'm really getting on it now. Like, nah, like I'm no playing around. Like I'm really about this now. Like I really had those moments like where it's like no more. And then I fall right back. Right? I'm on winter arc right now. I've been slipping, but I'm gonna get right back on it. But the reason why I'm mentioning this, because I read this verse. It was Proverbs chapter 24 verse 16. It says, for though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again, but the wicked stumble when calamity strikes. When you know you're chosen, when you know that you've been called to be on a certain path with Yah, you may fall. You will fall. But at the end of the day, you get back up. You don't just stay there forever. And that's been my story. Like, I fell so many times, but I get back on it. And another thing that I want to mention as well is that, like, when you're on a certain path or a certain journey, and let's say you're like struggling, or you're just really just trying to like get yourself together. Like, let's say that you just want to be more healthy, right? You want to work out, or you want to get better sleep, or you want to read your Bible more, or read books, and you just want to be healthier. It's okay if you take that time to do so, and you like can't always talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to like feel a little bad sometimes when like I wouldn't respond to people or whatnot, but like it's because I just didn't have the capacity to, in a way that would be worth anything. And I really just been here, just doing my thing, just getting closer to God, just trying to get back on it, killing these demons by journaling, by putting out light, these conversations, every time I post a video like this, or a video in general, because I put my whole spirit into it, it breaks down the kingdom of darkness, because they don't want to hear this. They don't want people to hear these messages. But that's what it is. It's just keep coming back to it day in and day out. It's practice until you get stronger and stronger, and you don't fall as easily until eventually you don't fall at all. You're just full throttle in your superpower, in your purpose. A righteous man falls down 7 times, but the righteous. It says, for the righteous fall down 7 times, but they rise again. So you may be down low now, it might be tough. You might really be in, like, I don't want to say the trenches like that, because that sounds kind of corny, but like you might really be in the depths right now, like darkness. But I know one thing, you're going to rise again. And you're going to stay down there forever. I know that about myself. Even when I'm down bad, I know I'm coming back. And I'm going to keep fighting every day until I have nothing left in me, until I die. Because like I said, I am not going to hell. And it's not like one of those things where it's like, I'm afraid of not making it to the promised land or anything like that. Because I know I'm chosen. I know I'm going to get there. But it's just like, if you really think about it, you put so much effort, and I said that word weird, effort. You put so much blood, sweat, and tears, and so much of yourself into doing the right thing, into getting closer to God, into fulfilling your purpose, that wouldn't it be something awful if you didn't make it to your destination because you allowed your skin, your flesh, your earthly desires to just drown you, pretty much? Before we came here on earth, I'm not even trying to preach nothing, but like for real, before we came here, we agreed to everything that we would go through back in the heavenly realms, and every single individual had a purpose before they came to earth. And you knew what your purpose was, your spirit knew it, but then you came to earth and you kind of lost your memories because now you're in a fleshly body, so your entire existence is getting back to that purpose of fulfilling the mission before the Most High calls you back, you know? And part of that mission is helping people. And part of that mission is helping people, saving lives through your purpose, and bringing people out of darkness into the light. In whatever way the Most High calls you to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everyone's going to understand the way you do things. But if you know that you're doing the right thing, and you're not like doing, like, you're not like on the surface doing the right thing, but then you're low-key like sinning and like doing all these other things behind closed doors, like, you know you're on your path, then you're going to be guided properly by the Most High every step of the way, right? I guess it really is like that. And with me, I know that a lot of people look up to me. A lot of individuals look up to me, and they may not say it. These people that I'm thinking in my mind, they may not say it, but I know they look up to me. And I know there's also people that look up to me that I don't even know. Subscribers, people that just come across my page that I have impacted. And it's just so important that when the Most High gives you a platform or a position to share something that's edifying, or to become something that's edifying, it's important that you take that seriously and you try your best to do what you can and fulfill your purpose in that way to really help others, right? But again, give yourself grace. But when you fall, you don't stay there. You get back up and you get back on it and you keep on moving forward. But yeah, this whole week, I struggled so bad. I had a few nights where I only got like 4 hours of sleep. Just I feel like I was being taunted or haunted. I don't even know the word. Being haunted. Like, I've just felt the demonic presence, energy, everything. Like, I felt like this week they just let me have it. When I was just getting all the blows, punches, everything. But I'm still here, still standing. And I'm just here to spread a message that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and this is all part of the process of building you up, turning you, make honestly, you turn cold. And by cold, I don't mean like you're not nice to people or you don't care about no one, but you just become you become a real warrior. Like your armor just gets, like the armor of steel just gets more hardened, and you become tougher. And it doesn't, and this is for men and women, it doesn't take away from your personality or make you less feminine or whatever, but it just makes you more of a lethal weapon against these crazy demonic spirits, to where they have to do more to get you off your square because you're on it, right? The demonic world doesn't really care or focus on people who are not of Yah, because they're already in darkness. But when you're in the light and you know you're trying to do better, you're trying to climb up that ladder, you're trying to climb up that pit and just let everyone have it, all the positivity, all the everything that you was embedded inside you, you're just trying to share it with everyone. You know there's gonna be opposition. You know demons are gonna come get you. So for anyone out there struggling or whatever, struggle. Allow yourself to go through the process, but get back on it and pray to the Most High every single day. That was one of my issues. I wasn't praying enough. I would skip days, not read my Bible, try to figure it out on my own, and I would fall every single time. And now I'm just freaking exhausted. So I'm gonna get back on it. But the key really is going to God about like everything. Literally everything. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. I don't even know how long this video is, doesn't matter. I'm gonna give you an example, right? So one of the things that I've wanted to do, or I've been wanting to do, is simplify my wardrobe. The reason why I wanted to do that is because it's just taking up too much of my time in the day to think about what I'm gonna wear. In the morning, it would take up too much of my time because I have a bunch of clothes. I got different types of things. They're all like relatively like same color palette because I like darker colors, but still, I was like, in this season of my life, I need to make less decisions on things that don't really matter. Like, I need to focus more on like my spirit, my content, and like the schedule that I have with that, and my health, and then my finances. But everything else outside of that is, to me, this is just me. It's kind of pointless. So I was like, I really want to simplify my wardrobe. So like, I like black, right? That's like my favorite color to wear. And shoot, low-key is starting to become my favorite color. But blue is still my favorite color, but I don't like wearing blue. That makes any sense. Royal blue in particular is my favorite color. Black is my favorite color to wear, right? And so I'm looking for like t-shirts and like certain types of clothes that I want to wear that just like pretty much the same thing, and I don't have to think about matching outfits or anything like that. Although I do like fashion, it's just right now that's not the vibe right now. It's not the vibe right now. So I'm online, right? And I've actually been looking, for a good quality t-shirt. Not like them cheap t-shirts you get on Amazon or at Walmart or even at like freaking, I don't know, Hollister or American Eagle or H&M, or even Express. Like, some of them shirts, it's fast fashion, so like it doesn't last very long. It shrinks. And I also didn't want to buy something that was super expensive, because you can go get t-shirts that are very, very high quality, but you're paying like $50-$60 for one t-shirt. And I didn't want to do that. I think that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? $60 for like a t-shirt? Come on. But I've been looking for an affordable, high quality t-shirt for a long time, for like months. And I'm one of those people who are like, I'll like hone in on something and just like research the heck out of it. Like I did that. Like this is a little backstory, but I remember before I went to college, I'm really into backpacks. I still am. I love backpacks. And I remember the backpack that I was trying to get for college. I was trying to like find like the best bag. I don't know. I just like backpacks. And I sat there one day and was on like just researching it for like 6 hours. That was a waste of time too, but like, I was like 17 then, right? And I found the backpack I wanted, and it was like this Japanese brand from Japan. And I got it, and I still have it. Backpack literally right next to me, and I've had that since I was 17. I've had that for a very, how long was that? I'm not gonna share my age, but I've had that for a very long time, more than 5 years, and it's still holding up strong. I got a couple holes in it, but like it's still a great bag, still works well. And I was looking for a high quality t-shirt for a very long time, for a couple months, just searching, couldn't find nothing, right? I'll go in the stores, there would be nothing really there, because I feel like low key, honestly, I feel like these stores are like slowly but surely transferring to just being fully online, which is fine to me because I don't really care to be in malls. But I do still like to like feel the material before I buy it, because taking it back is kind of a waste of time. But I'd be taking stuff back. But anyways, I've been looking for a very, very long time, couldn't find nothing. Then yesterday, I'm looking again, and I just prayed to Yah. I was like, Yah, please help me find an affordable, nice quality t-shirt so I can just buy a bunch of them. So I can just buy a bunch of them and just wear them. Because, like, I personally don't wear t-shirts over and over again before washing them, because, like, that's kind of disgusting. But, everyone does what they do. But to me, I don't want to do that. I want to have, like, a bunch of them so I can wear them each day. And I went online again, and then I found a good website where I think I did. I haven't gotten a t-shirt yet. It hasn't come yet, but I found a website that was selling the t-shirts, and they were on sale. And I heard of this store before. I just never thought to look. And I got a bunch of them, and I hope and pray to God that they're good. But I feel like they will be, because y'all like really just open. I said that word too. Y'all really just opened the door up and just led me to that website, and they just happened to be on sale. But the reason why I said that is because the Most High cares about literally everything in your life, even things that aren't necessarily like spiritual per se, like, things that people would usually pray for. Like, God cares, yo. Like, he cares about what you're gonna eat for breakfast. He cares about what you're gonna eat for lunch. He cares about what show you're gonna watch next, or what movie you want to watch. He cares, bro. Like, you go literally talk to the Most High like he's literally your best friend. The Most High should be your ultimate best friend. Like, I really talk to y'all like, yeah, I'm struggling. Like, I don't always pray a formal prayer. That's just my emotions that I just allow myself to feel, right? And the Most High cares. He truly cares about everything going on in your life, even things you don't think are important. Like, Yah wants you to wake up and brush your teeth in the morning. He wants you to floss, right? He wants you to have a good day. He wants you to be at peace. He cares about everything going on in your life. So when you're on your journey, remember that. Don't make it always so formal when you're trying to get closer to the Most High. Sometimes you really just gotta break down and be vulnerable to the Most High, yo. You gotta do that. But you gotta be praying. Gotta be reading your Bible. Gotta be getting in that word. Gotta be seeking Yah. It's a relationship. You want to get closer to someone, you ask them about themselves. How do you learn about the Most High? You read the Bible. You pray, right? You become more observant in the things that go on in the world. You study nature. One of the things that I've been doing, you probably see in these videos, like, because I do the split screen thing, because that's just my thing. I like doing that. But since I'm really into videography, when I'm not able to film a person or like do street photography, I do nature. That's like my backup, because I like nature too, and like it's so peaceful, and it's like a zen thing to just sit there and literally film nature. film nature doing its thing. Like I personally I like filming bugs. I like coming across different types of bugs and filming them. I like filming small rabbits and I like filming nature, like for real. But God cares. The Most High cares. God cares about everything going on in your life. Everything. So go to Him for it. Even things that are trivial, things that they're just like, dang, yeah, I'm trying to write this, or I'm trying to do this. I don't remember the word. Yeah, please help me find the word. Or yeah, I can't, like, you lost something. I do that all the time. Like, yeah, where are my keys? Yeah, I cannot find my wallet. Yeah, please help me find my wallet. Like, I literally, like, stop. Like, I've trained myself now to I'll stop in the middle of getting anxious, looking for something, getting all pissed off because I can't find something because I got somewhere to be. But yeah, please help me find my wallet. And I kid you not, like, I'll find my wallet 15 seconds later, like a minute later, I'm like, yeah, you the man, boy. You. I'm like, yeah, you really that guy. Like, you're him. Like, for real, thank you. And I go on about my day. Like, that's how you get closer to the Most High too. But again, the righteous man or the righteous one, they fall down 7 times and they get back up 8 times. You know, and it's okay if sometimes you don't want to do this anymore. You're tired, right? Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, that's really how I feel sometimes. I don't feel that way all the time. Thank God. Most of the time I don't feel that way, but sometimes I really do get to the point where, like, just like, bro, sometimes I really just don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And I gotta be honest about that. But then I take steps to get out of that space, because there's also a trap to stay in depression and make that your identity. That's another trap, especially in the poetic community, like just depressed poems, which, like, I low-key love, like, those types of poems, like, because, like, sometimes they just really hit, but you don't want to stay in that mode forever. You want to get out of that. You want to get outside, grounding, getting some sun on you, get the sun in your melanin, for real, and just do what you need to do. But don't stay in defeat. But it's okay to not feel okay. That's fine. That's normal. It's part of this walk. But you just don't stay there. So that was just, I was struggling. I was really not feeling it. But instead of drowning in my own despair, I decided to get my mic and turn it on and record. And again, I love the fact that I can just freely record, have no pressure of a big old lens staring me in my eyes, and I'm thinking, did my mouth twitch wrong when I said this, or is my head right? Is the lighting right? Can you see me? Nah, none of that. It's just my voice, fam. It's just my voice, and I'm gonna add some visuals over this, cause, like, I can't take it. I can't take it right now. But yeah, this is the Mindful Madman. This is the Mindful Madman. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to be crazy. Okay. This is the, but yeah, this is the Mindful Madman. I really hope that you got something from this message. It really came from the bottom of my soul, bottom of my heart. But let's really focus on what's truly important and help as many people as we can, because we only getting closer and closer to the Antichrist and all that. It just seems like people are becoming more vain and self-loathing and corrupt and lustful, and that's all expected. It's prophecy. But you don't have to fall into that trap. You don't have to become one of them. You're not going to become one of them, because we are chosen. We are children of the light. We're children of the light. And ask and you shall receive. Seek and you will find. For those who ask shall receive. He who seeks find. And to him who knocks, the door shall be opened. And that's really truly what it is at the end of the day. I gave a notebook to someone a few months back, and I wrote in the notebook, I said, light will always find you. You just gotta seek it and ask. And if you seek it and you ask for it when you're in darkness, Most High will always help you find your way back to Him, whether that's through Him directly or through another person. So, thank you for listening to this. I really hope that everyone listens to this full through. I know it's a little bit longer, but like I really hope you listened. And I really hope you got something from it. And just know that you're loved. Know that us madmen and mad women, we really about to turn up. We're really changing lives out here with our craziness. But we all have a purpose and a role to play in the play, in the story, in this film. And I hope you fulfill your part and you play your part the best way you possibly can, because that's the most beautiful thing. So, thank you for listening. Good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon, wherever you're at. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.